This is Rebecca from Papeterie Schwab, and I am here to share my latest journal. I am calling this Spring Journal. It's kind of, it's subtle but bright. Has lots of yellows, reds, a few blues, and it just kind of has a spring vibe to me. So on the outside we have just a double, this was a piece, or is a piece, of fabric ribbon that had a huge amount of sizing in it, so much that it felt like paper on the roll. So I wet it with some hot water and then dried it with my iron and crinkled it up, and now it's very soft and I like it much better. Let's see, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself a little bit. So this is the spine. It's sewn with waxed linen thread. I just wove the tie through the signatures. It has a few little beads on the back that kind of go with the colors, and then this is the back. It has just this little bit of orange right here, and this was another upholstery sample. And if you had seen some of my community posts over the past few weeks, you will have seen this just when it was a cover without anything in it. So now you will have seen me make this in a video a little over a year ago. I loved it. The colors match almost identical. It's just a giant journaling card that's right on the front. Have a thread. I had a little metal butterfly. It was a pin, like a lapel pin, and I took the pin off and glued it here. The red matched really good. And then I had these little red letters on little gold circles, and so I just wrote journal across through here, or glued them on to write journal. So so you open it up, and the inside pocket on the inside cover is a big collage that I made also roughly a year ago. And so it's one big pocket. It opens on the side, and it has just a journaling card that I've stenciled. And you can see here where I used a stencil. I didn't wash it, and so when I was stenciling with my tea ink that I made, just tea and a little bit of alcohol, and it took some of the color off, and so I like that idea. I'm going to do that again. So it's just a journaling card with kind of the red, and it goes in here, and then the corresponding one is on the inside of the back cover. So that just goes right in here. It's a little bit tight, but I was actually trying to put it too far up, and I'm doing it with my left hand. So the beginning of each signature has a deli sheet, and then inside the front, each front of the signature of each signature, I can't even talk this evening, has a little folio, and this has 5 signatures, and the first, third, and fifth one is a little folio that I made from my photography, and then I just used the GIMP program and put different graphics from the public domain and things like that on it. And I did this several years ago and just had put them up before I even started doing YouTube or anything like that. I covered the inside of it with that sticky back craft paper, and I did just a little bit of stenciling on it when I put it in here. It's kind of plain, but it was the right color yellow, and I don't know if you can see in this through the letters and the other graphics, but there's a rose flower here and then one here. And so, like I said, each one of these, or the first, third, and fifth rather, has a little folio that the image is made, the base image is from pictures I took way back, like, I don't know, a dozen years ago. or longer even. The yellow paper that has the little marks on it like this is some that I made with my ink stain using goldenrod, and you'll have seen something similar to this, I think, in another journal that I made recently. So also in the on a few of the pages are doilies that also was stained with the goldenrod, and this one has a couple of just little tags with a little stencil on the back. And this is parchment paper, and I don't mean the baking kind, obviously, but it's the kind that you write on. And I used a piece of cardboard and my coffee ink and just made some lines here. I was just experimenting with that look, and it's like, okay, that's not too bad. And then a piece of ledger paper, some more stenciling, a little pocket, has 3 of these little tags in behind the envelope. And then if I can get this out, oh, it's just a little card there, a little journaling card. And then the other side of I love the goldenrod to make ink from. And then also the first, third, and fifth signatures at the back is this. I'm not sure what this was supposed to be. I got it at a thrift store and it was connected, looked like a little lampshade. So I just undid it, trimmed the sides, glued the ends down, and put a journaling card that I made. I think I did a video on this, and so I just got a journaling card in there. And then some more of the paper. Now, these folios I did watching Julie at Camellia Crafts Designs, and she just had a 5-minute folio. So this is the second signature, and the fourth signature is the folio is made from scrapbook paper that sort of kind of goes. So it's just a little folio with some little tags, belly band, and a few other things in there. And it's a little bit loose in these pockets, so I just use a little clip and hold those in. And then here's I added 6 of these ticket strips just to have some extra journaling space in here. And then this is just a little decoupage napkin on the back of some parchment paper, the baking kind, and put that in here as just a little journaling spot. And then on this side is just a little card that I made. I deconstructed a few pieces of ephemera that I made in a project last year, and because they just didn't go the way, I didn't like them the way they were. Here's just a little pocket with a bird and some more of the same as I use for the tie closure. And so just some coffee stain pages, more parchment, more goldenrod ink. And then on this side is, I cut this out of a magazine, the back of it. And then these are decoupaged napkins onto fabric that you can write on. So I just put a piece of tracing paper over it and then made a pocket for the back, and this is a decoupage napkin onto parchment paper also. So I just had that there, and these sort of like that, but in here, see if I can get them to go back in, like that, sort of, kind of. Okay. And then we're to the next little folio. I use those little tiny paper clips to hold these in. And this is a yellow rose, and behind it was I guess a pink or red rose. But anyway, this is another picture that I took and then put the graphics on top of it, and it's just got a little stenciling inside. And let's see if I can, okay. And then more of these, some more of the tickets. This was, it's just a ticket strips. The backside can be written on the front. It's kind of plain, but it's got a lot of detail on the pictures. And then this is just a piece of file folder that I coffee dyed. This is an image out of a book that I left the back because it has all of these words from the whatever flower it was, and then just a little piece of dictionary onto a file folder. So those are in there. And then more stencil pages. The card you just saw was in this, and I wanted to spread it around a little bit more, but even so I still have a lot in here. So this is like a library card with just some little coffee stained file folders with a dictionary page. I was trying out a couple of stamps that I had bought at the thrift store on this. I actually forgot to back this. I just realized, but I'll do that. And then another piece of file folder. And I'll put that like that. And then a bigger piece here. And more coffee stain. And goldenrod. I did not collect any goldenrod this year. I still have quite a bit from last year, the ink that is, and here's just another one of those cards. I found a book that every page was an image, or I guess it technically would have been every other page, and I ended up with I think 24 images of orchids. So I've still got several left. And then here's the next little folio here. So I just tried to use colors that was kind of all similar with the yellows, reds, and greens really. With yellow being the dominant. And then another little, or actually on both sides, just some more of those little tickets. All of them together, there's 6 altogether, and it makes a complete 12 by 12 piece of paper. And then another one of those little pockets with tags in, and more of those lines from my piece of cardboard. And more yellow pages, not the telephone directory kind. And then here's another one. I ran out of tracing paper, so I just backed this one and put it in like it was. And then this is a decoupaged piece of file folder, or at least I think it's a heavy card anyway. It might not be file folder, but it feels like it. And so they made this a tuck spot since it was so narrow. And let's see if I can get this back in. And just put that kind of like that. And that goes like that. And then the last, those little things don't want to let go. This one's a lot easier to see, just some yellow roses. All of these pictures of the roses was taken at Lake Junaluska in North Carolina on what is called the Rose Walk, and that's where I took these pictures from anywhere from 2000 and it would have been either 2014 or 15 when we were in that part of the country. And then the inside's just stenciled a little bit. So put that back and flip through. Here's another decoupaged napkin onto parchment paper, the baking kind. And then on this side is, this is from some things some graphics I have for sale on my little e-commerce store on my website. And this was a scaled down version of one of the pages, and this is the original how it came out, as opposed to the black and white version that I have. And I used the fake, not fake, I used the wax to make it like a fake vellum. So I just stuck that right there. And then more of this. This is a piece of a book. You would have seen it in the book with the butterflies in the last journal that I posted a video. This came out of the same book as that, and this one I did as a I waxed it, and then this was like a blank greeting card, and so it had all the colors in it, so I stuck it in here. And then some more coffee and goldenrod, and then the last of it's the only orange one I had. I didn't have any more like red and yellow, but it kind of goes with the orange on the back, so it's like, okay, we can make that one work. So I put it toward the back so it would be close to its original color. And then here's the other side of that collage I made. And yeah, I did do a video. Did I mention that? And then here's just another card. It's just stenciled. And I just stapled a little piece of lace to it as a little tab. And then the back. So, I realize I have not told you the pertinence yet, so let me get my little piece of paper over here. It has 152 writing pages, 14 tags, 20 pockets, 34 journaling cards, 15 tucks, 10 special ephemera, 5 signatures, and 6 fake ticket strips. And it's 9.5 inches tall, 6 1/4 inches wide, and 2 1/4 inches thick. So it's it's a little bit hefty compared to some. I've got some books set aside to make some small journals, but I'm not quite there yet, but I'm almost there to get some more of the, little bitty mini journals. I've got 2 or 3 of those I want to do, but not quite there yet, but almost. So thank you all very much for watching, and I will be back with another video hopefully soon. I've been a little bit busy with different things over the past week or so, so I've got to play catch up, and plus it's it's the holidays and whatnot, so a lot of people are doing holiday stuff. But at any rate, I'll be back with another video as soon as I get the next journal finished. Thank you all for watching.